What's up, guys? Steve Brayton here. Today I'm going to share with you what I did this week. This week I did a detox. So I'm going to run through and share with you what I ate exactly, and then of course I'm going to share with you guys my results.
Hey, I'm on top, really I'm on top. Yeah, whole crew on top, really we on top. Wake up every morning with drive, been on the grind, know I had to survive, we had to win. Started from the dirt and the rubble, I had to be the needle that was popping your bubble, letting the air out, walking with a clear route. How we gon' rise today? I'm making mine today, go make yours. Double back and flip the proceeds. Last year on the corner sipping OE, had to get off the block. Best friend smoking rock, best man called the cops. Rose from the city that never sleeps, it's the melting pot. I came through with purpose, I never question if it's worth it. Homie, I'm on top, really we on top. I'm on top, see me, I'm on top. We on top, whole crew on top. I can't stop. I'm on top, see me, I'm on top. I'm on top, I'm on top, whole crew on top. Really, I'm on top, I never stop. Born from the belly of the beast, from the streets, had to make it out.
Alright guys, so I'm really excited to share with you guys my results and just how I feel. After just 1 week of just kicking ass in the workouts, bringing my A game when it comes to intensity, eating on point, you mix all that shit up, you can get some freaking amazing ass results in just 1 week. If I keep this momentum going for like, say, even an entire year, I can't even imagine where I would be, because it seems like every single time I try to get like crazy awesome results, something happens, like whether it be an injury on my motocross bike or something. I'm excited to see how far I can take my results this time now that I got rid of the dirt bike. So yeah, so I'm excited to really seriously kick some ass and get back to my old results and then some. As soon as I get back into the single digits, my plan is to get on some creatine and all that good stuff. Switch up my meal planning, all that good stuff. Do things I've never tried before. It's gonna be awesome. I cannot freaking wait. Because I feel like I always get to this certain level and then something happens and I never get beyond that. So hopefully this time's different. Actually, I take that back. This time will be different. It's all about mindset, right guys? Yeah, I'm gonna jump right in and talk about what I ate this week with my detox. Detox, I mean, for the most part, it's pretty much the same thing, on what I do. I usually do a detox, like say if I come back from like a vacation, or I just been fucking up, or whatever, and I just want to like a reset, yeah. So, I mean, there's the holidays. That's a good one. There's a whole bunch of reasons as to why I do a detox. And I would recommend that you do this too if you're kind of in the same boat. Or sometimes, if you just are kind of getting into this for the first time in a while, and this is like your first week, I do recommend, let's do a detox. Like that's usually where I like to start, for me personally. Now, for detox, it's very simple. Very, very simple. I don't overcomplicate anything that I do, and you guys will learn that. So yeah, here we go. So for breakfast, from when I wake up in the morning, I start out with having a full glass of water. Just tap water. I don't need anything special, just whatever. Grab a glass out of the cupboard, fill it up with water, drink the whole thing. And then I have some green tea. As far as what kind of green tea exactly, I don't even know how many kinds of green teas there are, but I'm sure whatever green tea you pick out is gonna be just fine. So, and then I have some green tea, okay? And then for my official breakfast, I have a meal replacement shake. So that's what I do for breakfast. And then for a mid-morning snack, I usually resort to carrots or egg whites. And that's pretty much my mid-morning snack and after my lunch snack between lunch and dinner. So I kind of alternate between those things. It kind of depends, like it doesn't matter which one you do. It's fine. And another thing you could do in place of carrots, you could have broccoli, cauliflower, pretty much any vegetable, you can add as much vegetables as you want. Like, so if you're like hungry and you're having issues with that, normal, but what you should try to do is drink more water if you're finding that you're like freaking starving, because it's gonna happen. It's hard not to get starving or really hungry when you're doing a detox. So yeah, that's what I do for pretty much my snacks. For a mid-morning snack and then a late afternoon snack between lunch and dinner is pretty much vegetables, but I just do carrots because it's just easiest. I don't know. I just do carrots, and then I just do egg whites. And then egg whites, I'm talking about like hard-boiled eggs. I do not eat the yolk, especially when I'm doing a detox. Even when I'm not doing a detox, I don't recommend eating more than 1 or 2 yolks a day, just because the yolk is pretty high in fat and trans fat. So I don't recommend having a lot of yolk, obviously, and it's just not good for you. There's a lot of cholesterol in there, not good. So I don't recommend having anything more than 1 or 2 egg yolks a day. But when you're doing a detox, I definitely don't recommend having any yolk. And it's really hard not to eat the yolk because I love eggs, and it's really hard not to like eat it, and then throwing it away, it sucks. You know, it feels like you're wasting food, but it is what it is. It's all about results and being healthy and just getting there, you know, and doing what you've got to do, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I do for breakfast and my mid-morning and late afternoon snack. So for lunch, again, very, very simple. I usually have like, sometimes if I'm, it depends. Like this time in particular, what I did was I just had a protein and a vegetable. So I had chicken, literally blackened chicken, just, you know, fried on a pan, you know, and then I add some salt-free shit, you know, on the chicken. You know, you guys can get creative with that. I recommend using salt-free things. If you, especially when you're doing a detox, you don't want to have salt really in your diet, or as much as you possibly can. Try to avoid salt. And this is pretty much all the time, really. I mean, you shouldn't really have real salt in your cupboard, unless it's like a cheat day, of course, then fuck it. But I usually try to resort to just all salt-free stuff just because it's just better for you. You don't want to have a lot of salt in your diet because, especially when you're doing a detox, if you have a lot of salt in your diet, then what your body's going to do is it's going to withhold water more, and it's just going to make you feel bloated and just kind of like puffy is the best way to put it. You know, like your body's going to retain water. So like say if you already had abs and you're having lots of salt, then your abs are going to look like foggy. They're not going to be like chiseled, like cut to the bone. You know what I mean? So salt is not a good thing to have. So I not recommend having that, especially during a detox. So if you guys are having egg whites, you know, if you want to use like say pepper, you know, you could use pepper, you know, or you could use salt-free shit to dip your egg yolk, or not, I said egg yolk, egg white in, you know, so pull apart the egg and dip your egg white in whatever salt-free stuff that you got going on or that you want to use. So yeah, that's what I would recommend doing for that. And then, like I said, for lunch, I just keep it simple, guys. I just did a blackened chicken with a vegetable. For a vegetable this week, I just did green beans. Green beans is like super simple. It comes in a can. You pretty much just dump it in. You don't even have to cook the shit. I like the French style green beans, FYI. If you guys aren't like a huge fan of vegetables, I'm not. But unfortunately, especially when you're doing a detox, you need food and you're going to be starving. So it is what it is. And vegetables, you can have as much as you want of. So I just have green beans. You know, French style is what I prefer, like I said, because it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the whole ones because they're like usually like squeaky, and I just don't like that. It's gross. But anyways, yeah, so that's what I do for lunch. And then for dinner, same shit that I did for breakfast. Meal replacement shake. And that's it. And then I do that for 3 days. I didn't do a detox for like 5 days. I'd go insane. Because believe it or not, it sounds easy. Like, oh, I can do that. But one thing that you're going to find that's really difficult to deal with is just wanting real food. When you're constantly replacing your meals with shakes, it's really, really hard not to have food, you know, like real food. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. It's a short-term thing. It's all good. I did it for 3 days, and I was really happy with the results. I felt better. And one thing, like, you know, I get this a lot from my team. You know, they reach out and they say, hey, you know, I'm freaking starving right now. Like, or what do you recommend that I do if I'm like really, really hungry? Here's a few tips for you. If you're really, really hungry, it could be confused with dehydration, you know, so make sure you're drinking lots and lots of water. So every second that you can, take a sip of water. if you get in the habit of just doing that, you'd be surprised in like how fast your water bottle will go down. You know, like if you're just constantly taking like little sips here and there. Like say if you you work a lot at the desk, you know, say between every time you get up to go to the bathroom, you know, take a sip of water. And it kind of seems like it's not a good idea because you're going to the bathroom and now you're gonna have to pee again if you keep fucking drinking water. But that's the name of the game. So like say, for me, for an example, at my job, you know, I'm away from my desk a lot. I'm at my desk again. So every time I get back to my desk, I try to get in the habit of just picking up the water bottle, taking a small drink, putting it back down. It's like a thing I do before I even do anything on the computer. I just go right to the water bottle. I don't sit there and chug the water, but I just take a sip. Just take a sip, you know, and then I try to do that every time before I leave the desk, you know, so you don't got to sit there and try to chug water. Try to take little sips throughout the day and just get it into your routine during the day, you know, after certain things or before you do certain things. That's just a tip. Because my wife is super guilty about not drinking enough water. I yell at her all the time, especially now more than ever, because she's on a lot of pills right now because of our infertility stuff. So she's getting a lot of like dizzy spells and stuff like that. So it's more important now than ever for her to like seriously like, you need to drink water, you know, especially because she's driving back and forth to work. That's very concerning. I want to make sure that she doesn't like get a dizzy spell or something while she's driving on the highway or something. That would not be good. So yeah, that's pretty much that's one tip. And then another tip, very simple, sugar-free gum. It's crazy, but it works. Not sure why, but obviously my guess would be when you're chewing gum, you're kind of like swallowing your own spit or something. I'm not sure why, but every time I have gum, it kind of helps, you know, get rid of that hunger feeling. So yeah, that's just another tip for you. So yeah, there's other things. There's a whole list of stuff. This video obviously could be really long if I kept going, but yeah, there's a few tips for you. So yeah, again, very, very simple. And also keep in mind, while I'm doing the detox, yes, I am taking all the supplements, which pretty much is, I take a pre-workout, I take a post-workout shake, and then I take a shake right before I go to bed. So that helps too when you're doing a detox. So I would recommend, if you guys are serious, I mean, pretty much this channel is for people that really want that next level shit. You know, those really awesome results. You know, and when I say next level, it means like just like, not just lose weight, but I want to feel freaking amazing. I don't want to feel good. I want to feel fucking amazing. You know, and you just want to be a little, like, here's average, like, people's results. Here's where you want to be. You know what I mean? Like, you just want that extra push. And you're going to need supplements to do that if you guys are doing, especially body beasts. If you're lifting, I'm sorry to break it to you. You know, if you're a cheapo like I was when I first started, you're going to need to invest in some supplements. So, and it's just part of it. You got to do it. So, I would at least recommend, especially during a detox, taking a post-workout shake. You're gonna need some shit, you know, besides what I just told you. But I mean, I can't imagine doing this program honestly without supplements. I don't even think I would recommend even doing the program if you're not gonna do the supplements, because you're just gonna get hurt, you know. Because I've worked with guys outside of this or outside of my team, and they're just like, hey man, I kind of fucked up something, you know, and whatever. I'm like, well, Are you doing anything? Are you taking anything to like help yourself through these insane workouts? Because you're talking about, oh man, I pushed the weights and I did this and I did this and that, but man, I'm really feeling sore right here. I'm like, well, you got to take something to help support your growth and the soreness and all that stuff and the BCAAs. I mean, there's so many things that your muscles need if you really want to like keep showing up every day and pound away at your body without like injuring it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you need it. So don't be cheap when it comes to supplements either. You know, like if you get the cheap shit, like say at Walmart, you know, I've never found good supplements at Walmart. I have looked before, but there's a lot of fillers in there. So if you're looking at the ingredients and supplements and the ingredient list is like that, seriously, steer clear. There's a lot of fillers in there, and it's not good for you. You got to remember, like, what are you working out for? You're working out to, like, feel good and be in shape and be healthy, right? You don't want to fucking put shit in your body. So find some supplements that are, like, organic and all natural. You're going to pay a little bit more, but it's worth it. Otherwise, I wouldn't even recommend wasting your time or money taking them if you're going to get the cheap shit. There is some good stuff too I've gotten before. My wife and I were dealing with infertility that, got me some good results. But now more than ever, I'm having to pay more attention to ingredients. So I had to really dig deep into what exactly is in the supplements that I'm taking, which is why I take what I take, because I had to get super crazy with my health. Because like I said, my wife and I are dealing with infertility, so we showed everything to the doctor of what we're taking, and he's approved. So that's good. So yeah, the biggest one I was worried about was my pre-workout. Please don't take away my pre-workout. But yeah, all good stuff, you guys. I hope this video helped you. It is recommended that you do a detox your first week. I would recommend it. That's me personally. Especially if you're just starting for the first time. That's just it's like a reset on your body, and then you get that sort of instant satisfaction of that you're getting results too. Because you're gonna feel lighter, you're gonna feel good. You're not gonna feel bloated and gross. You're gonna just feel better. And I will warn you though, for the first 3 days, it's not gonna be easy, but you can do it. I know you can. So right now, I'm gonna share with you guys my results. So here we go. Here's my results. And just keep in mind too, as I'm showing you these results, these are results that I usually am going to be showing you guys every Friday. And then when my wife gets home, she is able to help me out with the percentage body fat. So I have no idea what my percentage body fat is right now, but here it is. Hopefully it's good. I know obviously I didn't go up. I know that for a fact, obviously. My weight I know went down. I don't know how much. Usually I weigh myself at the same time too, at night. Usually I put this video together on Friday night, and then it's going to be uploaded for you guys to watch on Saturday mornings at about 8 o'clock standard Central Time. So yeah, so be sure to watch for the video, of course. But yeah, so good stuff, you guys. I know my results are going to be awesome. I definitely know that I dropped in weight. If I were to guess on how much weight I lost, I would say probably 5 pounds. 5 to 10 is usually what I lose during a detox. Now, keep in mind, you guys, too, if you're losing 5 to 10 pounds in a week, you're not physically losing 5 or 10 pounds in 1 week. I don't even think that's possible. Am I losing maybe a pound or 2 or 3, maybe 3? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think definitely. But, so that's why, I want to share the weight with you guys too. Obviously, I talked about this in my last video. I don't want to make you guys think that you should be weighing yourself all the time. Please don't think that. I'm only doing this because, I want to show you guys that the weight fluctuates. But it is interesting, though, of course, during a detox to see how much you weighed before you started, and then at the end of the week on how much you weigh, because you're doing a detox. It makes sense, but I would not recommend weighing yourself every week, so don't get too wrapped up in the weight. But that's all I got for you guys. So next week, I'm ready to kick some ass and keep this momentum going. You guys know the door is always open if you guys want to join me and my team. I know it's got to be frustrating for you guys because there's so many things that I could talk to you about right now and so many things that I want to help you with, but ultimately it comes down to how bad you want results. So if you guys want that full one-on-one support, you guys know that door is always open, but the best I can do right now is give you guys a video once a week. Hopefully in the near future, I should be able to do more videos, but we'll see what happens. So good stuff, you guys. I can't wait to talk to you guys and next week and share with you guys my results. We'll talk to you later.
And you can find me where I'm at. We ain't never fall back. Been way down, never fall. Came with the hands out, get them all. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on the way.